Hello everybody, Mr. Brown here with another edition of Ask Mr. Brown Kids Edition. Today I have a special kid with me, a real kid. Kids Edition, yes. A real kid, not a computer-generated kid. It's my kid, Sophia Grace Brown. Welcome to the show, baby.
Hi.
Hi. So let's get started with this episode of Ask Mr. Brown.
You're listening to Ask Mr. Brown. Got questions? Well, ask Mr. Brown. He'll give you his perspective on your questions. He's a speaker, a mentor. He's the choice guy who wants to help you make better choices to live a better life. So go ahead, ask Mr. Brown.
So Sophia, pick a question from, I would say our studio audience, but there's no studio in the
From
audience.
our 2 pages?
From our 2 pages of real questions submitted by real kids. What is the question?
Let's do. Were you a troublemaker as a kid? If so, how did you fix it?
Why would you pick that?
Because I'm a kid. And I'm not a troublemaker.
You want to know if I was a troublemaker?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on how you define a troublemaker.
I define a troublemaker as somebody that makes trouble.
Somebody. that was actually pretty deep, girl. That's a pretty good definition. A troublemaker is a person who makes trouble. I did get in trouble as a kid. At some point in my life, I was that kid in the class that, was loud, obnoxious. And it's funny because it wasn't when I was younger. It wasn't when I was a young kid. It happened a little bit when I was in 9th grade. I did little things, but I always respected authority. My mom taught me how to respect authority, and I had teachers who demanded that respect too. All they had to do was call home. If I acted out in class, a teacher, all she could do was she could just threaten to call home, and I would be scared. and I would not do it again. But as a 9th grader, I don't know what got into me as a 9th grader. I think our whole class was...
I think it was your freedom.
You might be right. I think you might be right because my mom didn't check on me as much. So I had a little bit of freedom, and the teacher never called home. And so I did make some bad choices in 9th grade. How did I fix it? My mom helped me fix it, but also matured. I grew up and understood that I need to respect other people. I need to respect them if I want to respect. So, Sophia, have you ever been a troublemaker in school?
I've been falsely accused.
What do you mean falsely accused? Tell me how.
So, I forget because we were in kindergarten. But
in kindergarten? Just in kindergarten?
Yeah, kindergarten.
Okay.
Kindergarten. That was the only time I ever was sat out for something.
Okay, so what happened?
Ever.
Ever.
Why?
Because your parents don't play that either? They'll get
no.
you?
Yeah,
your
they
parents,
don't play that.
They don't play that?
I had to sit out in our timeout box for 5 minutes.
You had to sit in timeout box?
Yeah.
How come I hear about this? What happened? You had to sit in timeout box?
So, all I remember was I did not do it at all.
What were you accused of doing? Stealing some
I think it was
pizza? What was it?
I think it was it was free time, playtime, and you could do whatever you wanted, really, with the toys he had out. So, we played, and I feel like somebody did something.
You don't know what they did, though. You can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I can't remember, but somebody did something, and the teacher thought it was me.
Wait, is somebody, in air quotes, somebody did something? Was it you?
No,
okay.
It was I don't...
Remember who it was? Okay, so they did something, and...
A kid did something, and then the teacher thought it was me, and I don't know why, because, I had the best record in the class.
Best behavior record?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he was he just was demanded it was me, and I was okay, but it wasn't.
And you just went and sat in timeout. You didn't argue with him, you just went and sat in timeout. Yeah. That was good. And that's sometimes hard when you get blamed for something you didn't do, but you just did it and dealt with it and didn't do anything else. Okay. Well, I'm glad you obeyed the authority, even though you were falsely accused, and I'm glad you're not a troublemaker because your parents don't play that.
I know.
All right, because we want you to choose well.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do one more before we end this episode.
You didn't need to go like this.
Well, I know. I almost did it because I forgot you had about. Anyway, stop. Hey, stop. Don't point out my mistakes. Here we go. Ask you a question. You can ask me. Here's another question on this list. What are your hobbies? This is an easy one. What are your hobbies?
Water beads, which the difference between aqua beads. They're like perler beads. Mm-hmm. But you use water to connect them.
So maybe we'll put a clip or a link in the description that can see what water beads are. Or aqua beads. Which one are they called?
Aqua beads.
Aqua beads. What other hobbies do you have?
I like,
Ninja Co.
yes.
What is
I
what is Ninja Co? For people who
Ninja
don't know?
Co. Or Ninja Coalition, HQ.
Okay.
To be precise, is a training.
Training to be a
So,
ninja warrior.
Yeah.
Okay. You like to jump on and all that stuff.
You jump, swing, it's like training.
And you've made some progress since then.
Yes, I have actually.
Well, since you're going so slow, I'm gonna tell some other of your hobbies. You also like to
No,
bake.
no. I like to bake,
You like
cook,
to do,
watch some shows, eat.
You like to eat. What are your hobbies? I think everybody has that hobby of eating. But I was gonna say,
I like to play outside.
You like
I
to
like to do
build
KiwiCo
boxes.
crates.
KiwiCo crates.
I like
yes.
to do KiwiCo food crates. I like to do.
You like to edit videos?
No, I don't.
You do.
Well, partially. I also like to laugh at my dad.
And hang out with your mom and dad and your sister. You mean
Yeah.
your brother. You do hang out with your sister when we get to see her, but
Yeah.
you can hang out with your family, like doing that.
I
So
also like hanging
Nana
out with
Papa.
my aunts and
Aunts.
uncles and grandparents.
yeah, you like people. Period. So
I
my
like,
turn.
yeah, people.
So I have 1 minute and 30 seconds to answer my question.
Okay, go, quick.
What are my hobbies? Raising children.
Making videos.
I do make videos, but I play basketball a lot. I still play basketball. Some kids come up to me and go, Mr. Brown, did you used to play basketball? What do you mean used to? I still play basketball.
They think that you're getting old.
They do think I'm getting old, and I'm glad I'm getting old because you have a choice in life. You get older, you die. I like making videos. I like hanging out with my wife. I don't have many other hobbies. I don't like to build a lot of stuff. Like my neighbor, he builds stuff. I make videos. I like making a lot of videos. I like camera stuff, electronic gear stuff, and all of this stuff is pretty fun to me.
We have 30 seconds left,
So
so
do you want
let's
to say anything?
end
So
this
let's
show.
start the music. We got 15
Thank
seconds.
you for listening to this edition of Ask Mr. Brown Kids Edition. Thank you for listening.
And remember, when you make better
I forget.
choices,
You live a better life.
so choose well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Peace.